Hi, my name is Charisse. I like to do art. I like to do digital art, and I've been doing a lot of acrylic painting.
My name is Rebel. I use they, them pronouns. I make quilts, I sew. So you're an artist.
Yes,
I guess I'm an artist too.
yes, you are.
Do you want to start talking about intersectionality?
Yes.
What does that word mean to you?
Somebody that's comfortable with who they are.
Somebody who's comfortable with who they are. We all have lots of different parts of ourselves, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. It talks about the ways that different parts of us can be used to make complicated ways that we're kept out of society. Intersectionality to me reminds me of how the disabled experience of a person of color is different than the disabled experience of a white person, because people of color have to deal with racism and ableism, right?
Right.
So I'm taking this from the 10 Principles of Disability Justice by Sins Invalid. This principle says that we are many things and they all impact us. We are not only disabled, we are also each coming from a specific experience of race, class, sexuality, age, religious background, geographical location, immigration status, and more. Depending on the context, we all have areas where we experience privilege as well as areas of oppression. So we have some things in common.
Yes.
I wonder what some differences are. You have dark skin and I have very light skin.
Yes. That's a difference.
Is that okay to notice?
Yes.
Cool. What's really unfair is that society takes our differences and says that they're bad instead of just being who we are.
Yes.
And so intersectionality says that the more different types of differences we have, the more society tries to keep us out. I was going back to the example of like disabled people of color have different experiences than disabled white people. It may not always seem like it, but disabled white people have white privilege.
Yes. Yes. If you're a white person, you'll get what you need.
Yeah, it can be a lot easier for white people to get what they need.
Yes.
Yeah, even though the world is stacked against us for being disabled, white people might know how to navigate systems better. They might have family that knows how. People might have better feelings toward them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who came up with the idea of intersectionality?
No.
Her name was Kimberly Crenshaw, and she is a Black woman. And she noticed that in court, Black women weren't able to win discrimination cases, saying, like, I've been discriminated against because I'm a Black woman. Because the court only looked at, like, were you discriminated against as a woman or were you discriminated against as a Black person, but not as both. So I'm disabled. And for people who can't see me, I am also very light skinned. I'm a multiracial person, but sometimes people think I'm white. And in December of 2021, this past December, I lost the ability to walk because of pain. And people were nice to me at the hospital. And when it was time to go home, they made arrangements for me to have home health care come out and do occupational therapy, physical therapy, nursing multiple times per week while I was at home. And I think it might have been harder for me to get that support if people didn't think that I was white. And if I didn't have proximity, closeness to my white partner who has good health insurance. And that's true, even though I don't identify as a man or a woman. I identify as agender, non-gendered. And people called me she and her the whole time at the hospital, even though I use they, them pronouns.
Yeah.
But still my light skin privilege gave me advantages.
Yes.
So intersectionality talks about privilege and oppression. Thank you for talking with me, Charisse.
No problem.
I really like getting to know you. You seem like a really cool person.
Thank you. You're a really nice person too.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.